Hey boys, welcome back to some more Rugby League Live 4, and this time we got Jason Nightingale on the cover, well not the cover, the title screen. Actually, I'm finding this pretty fun. Every time I boot up the game, I'm sort of like guessing to myself who it's gonna be, and they're looking better and better every single time I see them. But yeah, we're gonna get back into it. I decided actually I'm going to do 2 teams in a video, and I'm gonna do a Super League club and an NRL club just to get the Super League clubs done at the same time. So that's what we're gonna do in this video, because I know people want to see the Super League clubs as well. So you know, might as well do kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and we're up to the Bulldogs. So let's just go through the lineup. Obviously, Will Hopewade there, first cab off the rank at fullback, and you know, I guess I'm gonna say that I'm just gonna say the same thing every time. Maybe I'll just talk about how they're going in real life, right? Just say my opinions on them, because all the player likenesses are excellent. Like, it's not like Rugby League Live 3 where they've been fan made. So yeah, it's a bit different. Brett Morris here. Probably let's look at Josh. I think Josh is probably, these ones are the 2 weaker ones I've seen. I feel like, I don't know why, but just sort of like their faces, maybe they're hard to like scan into the game. Like, they're not bad. Like, I think probably Josh Morris is better. Brett Morris looks a bit different, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it is just, you know, some players' faces just don't really correlate well to the scanning. But yeah, it's a little strange. Branko Lee actually been probably, I mean, he's been dropped the last couple of weeks, but the start of the year he was easily probably the Bulldogs' best attacking player. Defense, you know, defense is definitely an issue, and he can drop the ball, but he actually provided a bit of impact. Carried Holland here, not too bad. I actually don't know if that one is scanned either. I think that one might be, I'm not sure, it's hard to tell. It's definitely not one of the best. Josh Reynolds, that one obviously is excellent. I mean, not much to talk about with Reynolds. He hasn't played much of the season, and obviously moving to the Tigers, which is, you know, pretty surprising, but you know, that is what it is. Moses Mbai, honestly, Mbai cops a lot of flack at the Dogs. I think Mbai has been pretty solid, but you know, he doesn't really have a halves partner, in my opinion. I think Mbai is a good player still. Aiden Tolman, pretty good. The hair, yeah, I think the hair's pretty well spot on. Pretty solid. Michael Leisha. You know, I think the Bulldogs could do with a new dummy half. I think that is the that's definitely what they should be looking for. I'm gonna I wonder what will happen next year. Obviously, Kieran Foran coming to the Dogs. You know, I would imagine Leisha's gonna stay there. They haven't, I don't think they've signed a new dummy half, so you know, Leisha, we'll see if he improves. James Graham, this one is excellent. This one is definitely one of the better ones. Are they holding? Oh, I thought he was holding his mouth guard, but his hand was just sort of over his logo right there. Josh Jackson, obviously solid player pretty much every time. Greg Eastwood, I think Greg Eastwood's time is done, but you know, he continues on. He's been pretty poor this year though, I've got to be honest. David Clemmer, another excellent likeness right there. Sam Cassiano, probably the player model's not the best for Cassiano. I think he could be a touch bigger. You know, he actually looks like fairly small there, and he's definitely not like that shredded. You know, but probably a nitpick right there. But yeah, could be a bit bigger. Fatala Mariner, I always have trouble saying that name, but he's actually not a bad young prospect. For Arlo, he was pretty good on the weekend as well. Just gone when I upload this video, I guess. But yeah, not too bad. Again, he's probably, his likeness or his player model could be a bit bigger. And then Adam Elliott, pretty decent. Obviously, he made his rep debut. Whether or not he really deserved that or not, it doesn't really matter. Then we got Montoya. I don't know if that one's been... I think that one might not be scanned in either. It's sort of hard to tell. Go down the list. There's a few more guys. Matt Frawley. It's funny how Frawley was sort of like the shining light for a moment there, but then after a few more weeks, it was sort of like, yeah, I don't know about Frawley, dude. Chase Stanley. Good to see him back after so many injuries, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go. Actually, we got to look at the jerseys as well. So we got the home, we got the away, alternate, heritage. There's so many Bulldogs jerseys, Anzac jerseys, Indigenous, and we got the nines. I actually don't mind the nines designs. Oh, and the other thing I haven't talked about at all is this really cool little screen here. You've got them like in the dressing room, and you got a little whiteboard at the back there. What does it say? Smother them, tackle them hard, communicate, protect your mates, play hard. And yeah, it's a nice little touch when you go to the players. You're in the dressing rooms, and it's just cool. Honestly, it's just a neat little addition. So let's go over to the Super League, and we'll just start from the top. The Castleford Tigers. Now, so apparently the Super League guys have not been scanned in, but there might be a few guys who are, I think, like probably the England team, who were over during the test match. I think some of those guys have been, but obviously not all of them, or most of them. So Zach Hardacre here. I'm just going to go through these pretty quickly. You know, I'm not going to know what a lot of these guys look like. There's going to be a lot of like ex-NRL players, but yeah. Jake Webster, was he the ex... Did he used to play for the Storm? Man, if he's the same guy, dude, he is old as hell by now, surely. Joel Monahan. No, not the worst. Not the worst, probably not the best. Ben Roberts. Again, pretty good, pretty good. Like, and the thing with these ones is these are actually going to be created using the fan hub. So obviously the NRL players have all been face scanned in, but pretty much the majority of the Super League guys, they would have been made with the fan hub, with the customization tool. So, you know, you got to give them a little bit of leeway there, but pretty decent as we go through these guys. You know, the Super League fans in the comments can say if they're decent or not. I'm not going to know most of them. Granton Millington's still playing. There's so many of them, dude. As we go through here. It's actually, I see a few down here as well. We got Sonny Lafayette. He was a good player back for Manly. It's not a very good likeness, but Sonny Lafayette, dude, he was one of the best forwards in the game, running around there, but he sort of just, who did he sign with? Did he sign with the Sharks, like, last year, and then he, like, didn't play any games? I can't remember what team he signed for, but then he just went to the Super League, which is a bit of a shame. Greg Eden obviously had a bit of a stint with the Broncos, didn't really work out. I mean, I don't know. He maybe could have made it, but I don't really think he was really up to NRL standard. I know he's been sort of killing it in the Super League, but he really looked out of depth at the playing in some NRL games, honestly. Junior Moores, ex-Tigers, forward. And we got a few more here. We'll skim through. And yeah, that should... I'll look at the jerseys as well. Why not? So we just got the home and the away. So yeah, that's this video done and dusted. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the two teams. We'll do an NRL and a Super League for those, you know, the Super League fans, and to get through the teams a little quicker. Yeah, make sure to like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.